Hello, my name is Emily Stone, and I'm your professor for the next 8 weeks in personality theory. I'm really excited about getting to know you online. I've been enjoying reading your discussion posts and your introductions, and I just wanted to take a few minutes to go over things in the syllabus. I wanted you to see my face and hear me say some things out loud. And I wanted to also just give you some tips on how to make the online learning experience a little more successful and hopefully enjoyable for you. First, if you have any questions or need for clarification or anything comes up, please contact me. There's a place in the classroom where you can post a question. You can also send me an email, and I check both of those every day, and I do my very best to get back with you within 24 hours. You know, if we were in a traditional classroom, every week we would sit down and you would hear me go over directions out loud. Well, in this environment, which I think is a wonderful way to do education, and actually research shows that you get an excellent education in an online environment because you can't really hide in an online class. You know, you can go to traditional classes and hide in the back of the room and never say anything. But in an online classroom, you have to discuss or you probably won't pass the class. It's such a huge chunk of your grade. So anyways, when you come to an online class, so much of our communication is through reading, and I don't know if you're like me. I love to read, but when I'm reading a book, sometimes I won't understand everything the author means, or I may skip over a whole paragraph, and because my mind wandered. And so when you read information, if it doesn't seem clear, ask a question. Don't wait. If something comes up in your life, let me know. I want to know what's going on with you. Also, I encourage you to read the directions 2 and 3 times, read them out loud again so that you don't skip over things. And I find that to be really very helpful. In terms of the discussion forum, I encourage you to have the first post done by the 4th day of class. And let's see, classes started on Tuesday, so Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That was last night. And here's why. Here's why I want that first post done by the 4th day of class. If everyone waited until Monday night when the week was over, there's not really a discussion to be had. There's not any dialoguing back and forth. There's really no engaging with each other over ideas. So I want you guys to post things early in the week, that first discussion post, so that then you have something to engage, something to discuss. So with your discussion in this class, I'm just looking over here at the syllabus. Your discussion is worth 35% of your grade. This is not a directed study. This is a real engaging class. It's an engaging class format where you are expected to participate on a regular basis with each other. I've had too many instances where people have treated it like a directed study and they've just done the work but not the discussion post, and they end up making a C or lower, sometimes even failing the class. And they did pretty good work in the other parts, but they didn't do the discussion. So don't ignore your discussion posts. That's a big deal. All right, so looking over here, you've got your reading assignments. Let me say a couple of things about the books. Inevitably, in every class, 1 or 2 students will have textbooks that arrive a little late, maybe because they got in the class late or for whatever reason. Here's a couple of things I suggest. Go to Amazon. A lot of times with textbooks, they provide excerpts that you can read the first chapter or two. If you go to Amazon Kindle and look up the book, sometimes if there's a Kindle version, you can order a chapter, a sample. And so that's the one thing I suggest to not get behind. For the discussion forums, if you're missing your textbook, I do not allow you guys to get behind on those. So I won't allow an extension even if you're missing your textbook because those are very difficult to make up, because I want you guys engaging with each other in the week that we find ourselves in with that material. What you can do is you can go online and look up the information. So for example, we're talking about Freud this week. Look up Freud online, find some resources. You can find some articles. I sent you the link about getting onto the library and researching that way. you can find other resources besides the textbook and stay engaged in the discussion. With the assignments, if you find that you need a few more days because your textbook is late, that's okay, but I will not allow extensions on the discussion forums because you can use online sources for that. And I think you'll thank me later because the assignments these classes go quickly, and so I want you to stay on task so you don't get overwhelmed in a couple of weeks. Okay, you also have weekly writing assignments. One thing about that, it's not just that you are trying to engage the material and get to know it and really synthesizing it and getting it into your mind, but I want you to prove to me that you're reading and that you are getting it. And so take every opportunity in those assignments to kind of show, this is a chance to show your stuff, show that you're doing your work. And so show me that you're reading. Also, I always expect you to have some things that you appreciate about the reading and some things that you disagree with. I don't know if there's a single book out there that we would completely agree with, even if we love the book. So always engage it. Even the Bible, we agree with the Bible, and that is the book of truth, and it is truth. And there are parts of it that make us uncomfortable for sure. And so make sure you're engaging the material. You can offer respectful critiques. You also have a term project, and I encourage you to read those directions and make sure you're clear on that. One thing I like about in this class is it kind of takes you through the term project piece by piece. All right, well, I think that's it for right now. I will be posting video devotions for you weekly, and I'll be in the discussion forums. If I think of anything else, I'll send you an email. I hope we have a great class. I expect that we will, and I hope all the best for you. And again, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me. Have a great weekend.